Hello everyone, welcome to Cybersecurity online class. I'm Alka Singh, Assistant Professor in Ashoka Institute of Technology and Management. Today I'm going to discuss these topics, introduction about cybersecurity, the CIA triad, definition of cybercrime, classification of cybercrime, and cybercriminals and their types. Cybersecurity is basically securing the systems, softwares, networks, all the hardware and software devices connected to the internet, and from all kind of external threats, which can lead to different type of information disclosure, theft, damage of all the data, network, and our systems. Cybersecurity is also known as sometimes information security, network security, digital security, and these are used to the cybersecurity is the practice for protecting systems through different type of vulnerabilities and different type of attacks. CIA threat is basically, we say that these are the main three pillars of information security, where C stands for confidentiality, I stands for integrity, and A stands for availability. Confidentiality is ensuring that the data must be secure and must not be disclosed to any unauthorized persons, and protecting our information. Integrity is ensuring our data or network from uh, damage or alteration or deletion or destruction. This is what we done in integrity. And availability is whenever the data is required, it should be accessible on time. There are different types of attacks which are done to hamper this CIA. There are two types of attacks CIA is hampered through: active attacks and passive attacks. So passive attacks is what, where only there is no harm done in the system or alteration network. Only data is disclosed, or the attacker just gathers the information and keep it for further purposes. And in active attack, the data is deleted, altered, or maybe it is denied to access. So integrity and availability, these are hampered through active attacks, and passive attack hampers the confidentiality of the information security. So cybercrime is basically the crime conducted online, maybe through the use of internet, through the devices, through the computer network. And in cybercrime, all the activities done online, it may contain threat, identity theft, data disclosure, putting some viruses in the system, all type of online scams, financial theft, etc. Sometimes denial of service or other type of also comes into the cybercrime. Social engineering, we all are aware. These days, these are very common. Phishing attacks, these all comes under the cybercrime. There are different categories of cybercrime. We basically categorize into 5 types. First is cybercrime against individual, as name suggests, the crime which is done only for the individual. Just like a person is is attacked by some kind of phishing mails, or cyber maybe the victim of cyber stalking. Password sniffing was also done, where a sniffer tool is used to sniff the data or to read the data or intercept the data. And there are so many things, the crime which is done only on a person or individual. It may be very different types. Cybercrime against property is the second category of cybercrime, where the examples are credit card fraud, IP, intellectual property crimes, internet time theft. So where we know there are different types of credit card fraud are done, These days, it may be now the attackers uses the traditional method, as well as right now online methods are also used, triangulation method. All we are aware, like they do the honey trap with the gather the details of our credit card, and then further they exploit it and misuse it. And intellectual property crime is also done online, where different types of our products or the organizational products are used without their consent or knowledge. And internet time theft, we all know, where the somebody from external, or maybe they maybe an attacker, they uses the internet services provided to us, and the time allotted to us to use the internet, they use it, and they that is called internet time theft. And against organization, cybercrime against organization, there are different types of crimes done for the organization, like accessing computers unauthorizedly, then sniffing the passwords, then denial of service attacks, different kinds of email bombing is done to the employees of the organization, and a virus attack and different things. Then society, fourth category is cybercrime against society. That is different types of cyber terrorism is done, which which actually hampers the society. The mass impact of cybercrime comes under the society, like webjacking, hacking someone's all domain, or mass hit is when done, that is against the society. Just like there are many examples, as we all know, last year there was the Indonesia passport details were hacked by the hackers. So it has impacted globally, and this all comes under webjacking. Forgery, different types of forgeries are done online, and it is hampering the society. And last one is the cyber crimes emanating from Usenet news groups. As we know that news groups are there where different types of information and data are shared, and people access it globally. So nowadays what happens, there are some types of nonsense, or can say that messages or information is circulated by the post through the news groups to hamper some individual as well as organization or society. That is a type of spam, we say news group spam. So now we'll move on to cyber criminals. So cyber criminals are those who perform cybercrime, simply who commit crime online. That they are called cyber criminals. So cyber criminals may be a specific person or maybe the group of peoples. Depend upon the types, and we will discuss it later on. So cyber criminals basically commit the crime online. There are different types of categories of cyber criminals. Basically, we have categorized the cyber criminals in three types. First one is the cyber criminals who are hungry for recognition. Then, second, not interested in recognition. And third is cyber criminals, the insider. So, there we say the cyber criminals, those who are hungry for recognitions, they may be the normal hobby hackers, the IT professionals, or politically motivated hackers, maybe the terrorist organizations. They only want their name, just they wanted to show that, okay, I can hack, I can do this, I can crack someone's password, I can hack into the system, I can hack into the network only for recognition. they don't have that tendency to, they don't act as a threat to any organization or an individual. Just they perform this hacking or crime just for their recognition. That's it. Then cyber criminals, those who are not interested in recognition, they are the persons, maybe they are psychological perverts, maybe they are not in the right state of their mind. Someone who are financially motivated hackers, they perform the hacking or crime for monetary based purpose. Then state-sponsored hackers, maybe they are politically motivated, or organized criminals. They may be a group of individuals or a single. Last one is the insiders. Insiders are those, suppose there are different types of employees are there in an organization, and someone is seeking revenge from their boss. So what they do, they may leak the data, they may do some type of, they may act some threat to the organization. They may perform some type of problems or activities which may be considered as a threat to the organization. Or sometimes that the insider employee, maybe they are not getting the good economic from the organization. So what they do, they, some other companies, they hire them, and indirectly, and they leak the data or they take the advantage, and by doing the damage to the network or the system or the organization, or by leaking the information. So there are basically three types of cyber criminals. And also there are types of criminals where talk about hackers, like black hat hackers or white hat hackers. So as name suggests, white hat hackers are simple, those who are ethical hackers. They are actually hired by the organizations, and they are professional hackers. They act as a, they are actually hired to find out the vulnerability and loopholes in the network. And black hat hackers are the real criminals, those who perform for hacking purposely. That's all for today. Thank you so much.